The snow was falling thicker now, blanketing the streets of Seattle like a fresh coat of guilt. Emily stared out the window of her cozy apartment in Capitol Hill, the kind of place she'd scraped together with overtime hours and careful budgeting. Her phone sat silent on the coffee table, mocking her with its blank screen. It was 7:45 a.m. on December 23rd, and the family was supposed to have picked her up at 6:30 for the drive to the Lake Tahoe cabin. She'd packed the night before, extra blankets, the kids' favorite snacks, even Dad's forgotten medications. But no car had pulled up. No honk shattered the quiet morning. Her heart thudded unevenly as she dialed her mom's number, the ring echoing in her ear like a distant alarm. "Ain't everything all right, sweetie?" Mom's voice was warm, laced with that Pacific Northwest politeness that always masked the edges. "Mom, where is everyone? You were supposed to get me over an hour ago." Emily's words tumbled out, her breath fogging the glass. A pause. Too calculated. Too long. "Oh, honey, didn't Sarah text you? We thought you'd drive yourself since you're on the way out of town anyway. We're almost there now. The roads are slick, but beautiful." Emily's grip tightened on the phone. Sarah, her sister, lived just a mile away in Queen, and… No, she didn't. "And I'm not on the way. I'm right here in the city. Same as her." "Well, mishaps happen. Why don't you hop in your car and join us? The cabin's waiting. And we'd miss you terribly." Mom's tone brightened, artificial as holiday lights. The call ended, and Emily stood there, the apartment suddenly feeling too small, too empty. She poured herself a mug of black coffee, the steam rising like unspoken accusations. Why did this feel so wrong? She scrolled through her emails, landing on the VRBO confirmation she'd handled weeks ago, a sprawling Tahoe retreat with ski-in access, a gourmet kitchen, and room for all 15 of them. She'd fronted the $12,500 on her credit card. Her salary as a project manager at a tech firm could handle it. She'd told herself. Everyone promised to pay her back. Like always. Her phone buzzed, not a call, but a text in the wrong chat. Sarah had slipped up, sending to the old family thread instead of their secret one. "She's not here yet?" Plan worked. Finally, a drama-free trip. The mug crashed to the floor, coffee splattering like dark ink across the hardwood. Emily's knees buckled as the truth hit. Not forgotten, but deliberately left behind. The family she'd propped up for 15 years, the fixer, the planner. The wallet had cut her out. Tears burned her eyes. But beneath them, a spark ignited, hot and unyielding. Flashback 3 weeks. Emily sat in her office cubicle, the hum of keyboards and distant Zoom calls filling the air. Rain pattered against the windows. Typical Seattle gray. Her phone lit up with Mom's request. You're so good at this stuff. Can you book the cabin? We'll all chip in." Of course she could. She always did. Pulling up the site, she selected the premium listing, imagining the joy on the kids' faces by the fireplace. The charge went through, her card alerting her to the hit. No big deal. Reimbursements would come. But as days passed, the group chat stayed quiet. No planning memes, no meal sign-ups, just silence. Now, in her kitchen, shards of ceramic crunching underfoot. Emily pieced it together. She logged into her accounts. Amazon showed unauthorized buys, Sarah's designer boots, Ben's gaming console, Mom's spa gift cards. Hulu had profiles she didn't make, family favorites, kids' corner. Her calendar was a graveyard of favors. Help Dad with taxes, babysit nieces, loan for Ben's car repair. She sank into a chair, opening her banking app. Statements revealed the pattern. Dinners she'd covered, flights for emergencies, loans that vanished into excuses. over $120,000 in 15 years. Give or take. Her role as the reliable one had cost her everything but given her nothing. With trembling fingers, she navigated to VRBO. The cursor blinked over, cancel reservation. Her family's laughter echoed in her mind from past trips. Always at her expense. Click. Confirmation. Reservation cancelled. Full refund pending. Less the small fee. Her phone exploded, calls, texts, voicemails piling up like accusations. She ignored them, brewing fresh coffee. For once, the silence was hers. The next day, rain turned to sleet, tapping insistently against her windows. Her phone vibrated relentlessly, but she let it dance across the table untouched. Mom's voicemails evolved, confusion to concern to sharp demands. Emily, this isn't funny. Call back now. Sarah's text swung from denial. Must be a glitch. To blame, if you weren't always so controlling. Emily methodically gathered proof. In her home office, she spread out papers, old checks, email threads, even a saved voicemail from last Easter where Sarah joked, "M's our walking wallet. Thank God, she never says no." Facebook revealed more, posts of family outings she'd never heard about. Captioned quality time without the stress. Photos where she was cropped out or absent entirely. The exclusion wasn't new, it was policy. A call from Aunt Clara, Mom's estranged sister, broke through. I saw the chatter. They've done this to me too. Kiddo. Time to stand tall. Clara's voice was gravelly, wise from years of distance. As evening fell, Emily created a spreadsheet. Every dollar, every favor documented. Total, $132,450. She changed passwords on shared accounts, watching notifications pop up, access denied. Each one felt like reclaiming a piece of herself. A text from Jake, Sarah's fiancé. They're freaking out. No other cabins available. You deserve better. He attached screenshots from their private chat, plans to forget her. Laughs about her endless generosity. Emily booked a solo room at a quaint Tahoe Inn, simple, affordable, hers. She packed light, clothes bought with her money, books for her soul. In the mirror, she practiced, I'm not your backup plan. I'm me. The drive awaited. The highway to Tahoe stretched like a vein through the Sierra Nevada, snow-capped peaks piercing the gray sky. Emily's hands gripped the wheel of her Subaru, wipers swishing rhythmically against the flurries. No Christmas playlist blared, just the hum of tires on salted roads. It was December 24th, and for the first time, the solitude felt like armor, not loneliness. Memories flickered like passing headlights, childhood in Seattle suburbs, where she'd learned to fix things early. Dad's job loss at 12, Emily babysitting to help. Mom's surgeries, Emily coordinating care. Sarah's wild years, Emily bailing her out. Ben's endless loans. She'd become the pillar. Invisible until it cracked. Doubt crept in as she climbed higher. What if confrontation shattered everything? Family was flawed but familiar. Flashbacks, summer barbecues where she'd grill while they lounged. Holidays where she'd wrap gifts they claimed. Worth tied to utility. Her phone, now on, buzzed with pleas. She ignored them, focusing on the road. Arrival at the inn brought warmth, a log cabin lobby, crackling fire. The owner handing her a key with a smile. Solo holiday? We've got hot cocoa waiting. Her room overlooked frozen pines. A far cry from the luxury spread. She unpacked, staring at her reflection, determined eyes. Set jaw. Aunt Clara texted, I'm en route. Backup incoming. They met in the lobby. Clara's hug fierce. Over mulled wine, Emily unloaded years of burdens. I thought love meant giving everything. Clara nodded. They conditioned you that way. I broke free after they forgot my birthday one too many times. Distance heals. A knock. Jake. Looking sheepish. Sarah doesn't know I'm here. He played a recording, Sarah's voice, and won't mind being out. She's too busy saving the world. Mom's laugh makes life easier. Clarity burned away doubt. Emily prepared her dossier, files on her laptop, ready for the showdown at the family's fallback restaurant in Tahoe City. Christmas Eve dinner loomed. The restaurant glowed with string lights, laughter bubbling from tables laden with roasts and pies. Emily approached their cluster, 15 faces turning in unison. Shock rippled, Mom's forced smile, Dad's stern gaze, Sarah's pale shock. Emily, Mom rose, arms wide. We were so worried, Sarah stammered. Mix up with the drive. Dad boomed. Sit. Let's eat. Family first. But Emily stood firm. Before that, you need to see this. She opened her laptop. Slides flashing. Booking confirmations. Charges. Exclusion texts. The recording played. Voices damning in the holiday hum. Faces crumpled guilt. Anger. Denial. This is ridiculous, Dad hissed. Reinstate it now. Sarah pleaded. We'll pay back, promise. It's not the money, Emily said, voice rising. It's being erased. Aunt Clara stood beside her. You've used her up. No more. The table fractured. Younger cousins murmured support. Uncles shifted uncomfortably. Dad stormed out. Mom sobbed. Sarah spat. You'll be alone forever. Emily closed her laptop. I already was. With Clara. She walked out. The cold air a cleanse. Freedom tasted like fresh snow. Back at the inn, firelight danced on the walls as Emily and Clara shared stories under quilts. No obligations. Just connection. Christmas morning dawned crisp. They exchanged small gifts. Books. Scarves. Laughs genuine. Unforced. Texts flooded in. Apologies mixed with barbs. Emily responded once. Boundaries start now. No more loans. No more fixing. Weeks blurred into therapy sessions in Seattle. Unpacking patterns with Dr. Hale. You're reclaiming your narrative, he said. She practiced no's at work. With friends, small victories building. Family fallout. Radio silence from most. Tentative outreach from Ben. I get it now, he texted. Sarah's social media painted Emily as the villain, but mutual friends saw through it. Emily channeled energy into a side hustle, a community center for burnout recovery. Workshops on boundaries. Seed money from her refund grew it. By spring, the center opened, modest space in Capitol Hill, filled with light and purpose. Launch day, ribbon cut. Cheers from News Circle colleagues, neighbors. Clara. Ben showed. Mom sent regrets. An envelope, partial repayment. Progress. Slow. Emily's life bloomed. Dates without drama. Hobbies reclaimed. The exclusion scar faded, replaced by self-worth. Summer brought warmth to Seattle streets. But Emily's resolve stayed cool. Tempered. The center thrived. Groups met weekly, sharing stories of familial strain. Her podcast, Unseen Pillars, went viral, anonymous tales resonating. Family attempts, Mom's tearful call. Come home for July 4th. Emily declined. Not yet. A breakthrough. Ben visited. Admitting complicity. We took you for granted. Hugs. Tentative mending. Sarah's wedding invite arrived, olive branch. Emily attended. Boundaries firm. No funding. No fixing. Tensions simmered. But she held ground. Jake, now ex, joined her circle. You inspired my exit. By fall, Emily traveled solo. Hikes in the Olympics. Peace and isolation turned in tension. Thanksgiving. Hosted at her place. Chosen family only. Laughter filled the air. No scorekeeping. The original wound? A framed text in her office. Reminder of rebirth. A year later. Snow-dusted Seattle again. Emily stood in her expanded center. Now a hub for empowerment. Holiday party. Lights twinkling. Guests mingling, no blood ties required. Ben arrived with partial family. Tentative peace. Mom hugged stiffly. We've learned. Sarah nodded. Subdued. Emily smiled. Boundaries intact. Love isn't transaction. As midnight neared, she stepped outside. Flakes falling. The woman who'd been uninvited now invited the world. What price freedom? Worth every exclusion. The question lingered. How many pillars stand unseen, waiting to rise?